guys and girls, Phil here from the Leicestershire Gun Centre. So we have a review today of the Airsoft, or is it an air rifle? There's so much of a crossover nowadays from designs with the air rifles being very traditional, but there are a lot of air rifles now coming out on the market which are not so traditional and a lot more modern, a lot more modular. Having said that, this is Airsoft. So this is a 6mm bolt action sniper rifle, and look how sexy it is. It is so modern, so sleek, that it's one of them where you just kind of have to be, you have to appreciate it in person. So this falls under the Double Eagle flag. So they have made an absolutely beautiful bit of kit. Available in the black, available in the tan. The black one we sold a few days back, so unfortunately I've not got one of those to show you. So I'm going to show you the tan instead, which is just as nice in my books. In a way, it's potentially nicer because the dual tone effect is very nice, the contrast of lighter to dark. But this is the Pro700 from Double Eagle. So some of the features that you've got will work at the back. We normally start at the front, but I work at the back. So the stock is worth mentioning. So it is completely adjustable. You can adjust the butt, you can adjust the overall cheek piece as well. It's folding as well. So there's a lot of variation that you can do to the stock itself just to make sure it's right for you. I'm not going to bother picking it up because if I do, it's going to be completely off the camera and the scale is going to be all to whack. So I'll do the best I can while it's here, but the stock is completely adjustable. Folding that, you press this button in here and that collapses on itself. Working further towards the front, you have got your safety, which is here and here. It's actually an ambidextrous safety, which is nice. So either side, you can turn that on or off. Your bolt is currently facing to the right hand side, on the right hand side of the sniper rifle. Having said that, with a bit of fettling, you can move it over to the left hand side. Not completely sure, so don't quote me on it, but I think you may need to buy another part to get that working. Having said that, I've never tried it, so you might not need to. It might be a case of taking off this plate here, which is currently a QD point, and switching it over, but I've never tried. Working further forward ever so slightly, of course you've got your rail segment. What sniper rifle would work without a scope? Not many. Certainly not at long distance anyway. I've seen a few players use snipers at close range, under the limit obviously, without a scope. I saw one guy using flip-up sights on it. Each to their own, but there's rail space there to pop on a scope of your choosing. Working further forward, you've got more rail space for, again, whatever you so desire. You may not need it, may not use it, but it's there anyway. And then working further forward, you've of course got your thread adapter hidden underneath your flash hider, so you can remove that and pop on something different if you wanted to. If we knock us way further backwards ever so slight, you have got, not that you can see it, but you've got a QD point on here where my finger sits. You have then got one on the side you can see. You've got one further back on the opposite side of the bolt, and you've got a couple, one on your side, one on my side, on the stock as well. So if you wanted to pop a QD point on there for your sling, you have got front, middle, and rear as well. So again, loads of options on there. What else is there to say? The bolt pull. Now the bolt pull is very nice. It is so smooth, and I've had lots of rifles in where they're a little bit janky to pull, it takes a bit of effort. This just simply glides. It honestly, one of the nicest out the box bolt pulls I've ever had. So that's absolutely beautiful. Also, okay, I'm going to spin it. Don't blame me if it falls, which it already has. It's very hard to see, but on the back of this section here, so on the bolt assembly, you have got an indicator. So when you actually cock the rifle, when it's primed and ready to go, a small section here, small little red nub will poke out, a bit like on some of the Walthers, so that you know you are primed and ready to go, which is just another form of safety really, because you know it's loaded. You know that you cocked it, and you know that if you pull that trigger, it's going to go. So this now isn't going to stand up. It's going to be an awkward one. There we go. Hopefully it's still on the camera, still end to end. If it's not, I apologise. One thing to make yourselves aware of with this sniper now, generally speaking, you put a magazine in, you do your shooting, you take the magazine out, BBs fall out. Maybe there's one left in the chamber itself, in the hop unit. That happens across the board with many a gun. One thing you do need to keep in mind is that this actually holds BBs in the rifle itself. So let's say you put in 40 BBs in the magazine, for example. It's going to take around about 20, I think it is, I might be wrong, but about 20 or so. Store those in the rifle itself, leaving the rest of them in the magazine. It's a bit of a weird feature, not to everyone's liking. One thing you must be aware of is that when you finish your game, you're going back to safe zone, please be aware that of course you will have BBs in the in the rifle still potentially. Now there is a way to solve that issue. Take it off the stand again. Inside the magwell, and you may not be able to see it, but inside the magwell there is a small lever, if you will. If you press that lever, it releases all of the BBs out of the rifle itself. So anything left over, you can dispose of. Please do not forget that, because if you go into the safe zone with BBs in the rifle and you're messing about, you pull the trigger and one goes off, you're going to get in trouble. But more to the point, you could seriously injure yourself or another player, causing a very abrupt end to the day. So please be aware of that. But having said that, construction-wise, lovely bit of kit. Appearance, absolutely, it's a stunner. Build quality overall, 10 out of 10. Really nice, really well done. We sold a fair few of these. Whether it's based on performance, whether it's based on sheer appearance, I couldn't tell you, but I will say they've not come back, and we've actually got a regular, comes in every Saturday. He's brought one, and his friend works for us, and he was saying that, you know, performance-wise, they're absolutely brilliant bits of kit out the box. So yeah, Double Eagle Pro700, certainly worth a consideration if you are wanting to go down the sniper route. Pop in to take a look, or they're on the website as well. We are open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, someone's drilling. There we go. We've got guys doing the scaffolding upstairs and messing about, so ignore that. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, as of April the 1st, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if you are watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and we are trying to post constantly. If you are watching it on Facebook or Instagram, don't hit subscribe because there isn't one. But move your way over to YouTube, take a look there. Take a look there, and yeah, and join the page. And I'm going to go before they do that again. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.